Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Hypnotic, starring Ben Affleck, Jackie Earle Haley, and William Fichtner. Now, have you ever seen a movie that feels like it has a really good idea at the center, but it feels like not a lot of writing really went into it? Where it feels like the movie ends up feeling like every single type of movie you'd think of in that genre that tries to have this huge earth-shattering twist when really it just ends up as a twist you've seen before and done better. That's what Hypnotic is like. And even Robert Rodriguez couldn't save this one. Well, let's get to the story, shall we? The story revolves around Ben Affleck as a father named Rourke, who ended up losing his daughter thanks to a supernatural hypnotic played by William Fichtner. You see, hypnotics in this world can literally control people's minds and get them to do whatever you want them to do with just a few trigger words. And after Ben Affleck finds, he finds another hypnotic to help him, named Cruz, played by Alice Braga. The two of them set off to try and find a way to stop William Fichtner, while also finding Ben Affleck's daughter, until we figure out a big third act twist that shifts the whole story around. Now, I can see what they were trying to go for this third act twist. Basically, taking everything that you thought you knew about the story and flipping it on its head. Especially considering that it does make sense given the fact that hypnotics can create constructs and make a person think that the reality that they're seeing isn't an actual reality at all. It's just all in their head. But the problem with this is the fact that this specific twist undermines everything that we've been told throughout the story, and it really happens to make the ultimate way that Ben Affleck manages to beat that specific plot twist. It makes it come across as obligatory and actually kind of forced, rather than something that actually takes a lot of cleverness to work around. Basically, it feels like certain things happen just so the rest of the plot can happen, and that can feel really contrived. On top of that, it feels like some of the actors aren't really utilized to their full potential. Fichtner and Jackie Earle Haley especially. These are really great actors who give really underrated performances in a lot of films, yet those two especially are barely in this. It feels like they were really only brought in for a quick paycheck because no one else was hiring them at the time. And considering Robert Rodriguez has a directing style that usually makes use of low budgets to create cool effects, and that usually happens to have stories with twists and turns you can't normally see coming, it really feels like he was only brought in to help spice up a story that they knew was dead on arrival, because it doesn't have any of the flairness that you'd expect from Rodriguez. You could have had anyone else direct this film and it would probably look the exact same. On top of that, the twist itself. They try to explain how the twist makes sense, but it's a problem when the majority of the third act is just trying to explain the twist. That's bad enough, but when the final ending comes around and there's a big sequel bait part in the after credit scene, it lets you know that this film's main priority was to go for franchising. Making a franchise out of a film is fine, but you've got to have good characters and a good story first. And those just aren't in this film. I'm not going to say that the film has nothing good in it, considering that some of the action set pieces are fine, some of the acting performances are okay, and to be fair, the initial idea sounded like something that would make for a fun 90-minute action blockbuster. But things just didn't pan out when it came to the script and the writing. And that really shows, especially near the film's conclusion. So I'll just give the film a 5 out of 10. Not terrible, but it really falls apart near the end. See you next time.